What if I told you a massive geopolitical shift is unfolding right now in Africa? A silent revolution that could reshape the balance of global power. Burkina Faso, under the charismatic captain Ibrahim Traore, has just sealed a strategic partnership with Russia and China. And the West? Shocked, nervous, on edge. In today's episode, we dive deep into a game-changing alliance that is shaking up not just Africa, but the entire world. Stay with us as we uncover how Africa's rise is leaving Washington and Paris in panic mode. Let's rewind for context. In September 2022, a little-known 36-year-old military captain named Ibrahim Traore led a coup that ousted Burkina Faso's interim president. Fast forward 2 years, and Traoré has become a continental icon, positioning himself as the face of Africa's new anti-colonial movement. He speaks boldly against neocolonialism. He expels French troops. He silences Western media. And now he's forging new ties, not with traditional Western powers, but with the emerging titans of the East, Russia and China. This isn't just politics. It's a continental realignment. So what exactly is this alliance about? In recent months, intelligence sources and diplomatic reports confirm high-level meetings between Burkinabe and Russian officials. Russian Wagner contractors are active in the Sahel, providing security assistance. Meanwhile, China has ramped up infrastructure investments across the region, including road and energy projects in Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger. The Traoré-Putin-Xi triangle is more than symbolic. It's a strategic axis. Russia brings military support and anti-West leverage. China offers economic might and long-term development. Traoré? He brings ideological fuel and leadership for a Pan-African vision. The West is watching in disbelief. For decades, France, the US, and the EU maintained dominance in Africa through aid, military bases, and economic dependency. But that grip is now slipping. Young Africans, especially in the Sahel, are fed up. They see Western involvement as exploitative and hypocritical. They demand sovereignty, security, and dignity. Traoré's fiery speeches, full of Pan-African keywords like self-reliance, unity, and liberation, are striking a chord. On platforms like TikTok, X, Twitter, and YouTube, his clips rack up millions of views. He's not just speaking, he's sparking a movement. So what exactly is this mega plan? According to sources within the Alliance of Sahel States, AES, which includes Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger, the three nations are exploring the following: a joint defense pact supported by Russia to push back jihadist threats and Western interference, a shared currency to replace the CFA franc and break free from French monetary control, Pan-Sahel infrastructure projects bankrolled by Chinese investors, regional media networks to counter Western narratives. And that's just the beginning. There are even whispers of forming a continental African Union military force, funded with BRICS support. The U.S. State Department has issued cautious warnings. France's Macron, clearly frustrated, has described the developments as unacceptable. Western think tanks are calling this the start of a new Cold War on African soil. But for millions of Africans, this isn't about East versus West. It's about finally having a choice. What if Africa doesn't need to pick sides? What if Africa is becoming the side? That's the fear in Washington and Paris. That this isn't a trend. It's a tectonic shift. Social media tells a powerful story. Hashtag #IStandWithTraore, hashtag AfricaRising, and hashtag #DownWithNeocolonialism are trending across Africa. Young content creators are praising the alliance, seeing it as a reclamation of African agency. In Ouagadougou, crowds have taken to the streets waving Russian and Chinese flags alongside Pan-African banners. Chants of Africa for Africans echo from Mali to Ghana. But not everyone is celebrating. Human rights groups warn of rising authoritarianism. Press freedom is shrinking. Dissent is risky. It's a double-edged sword. Liberation or repression. Every alliance comes with risks. China's debt diplomacy has left countries like Zambia and Angola in financial binds. Russia's involvement in Central African Republic has drawn criticism for human rights violations. Could Traoré's vision be hijacked by global power plays? The challenge will be balance. How does Burkina Faso embrace new partners without falling into new dependencies? For Traoré to succeed, he must stay accountable to the people, not just foreign allies. This moment is historic. Africa stands at a crossroads. One path leads to a new, self-defined identity, built on collaboration, sovereignty, and unity. The other risks swapping one foreign master for another. Can the Traoré-Putin-China alliance deliver freedom without sacrificing transparency? Can African leaders resist the temptation of unchecked power? Those questions hang in the air, unanswered. So what do you think? Is this the rise of a brave new Africa, finally shaking off centuries of exploitation? Or is it a dangerous power gamble that could lead to new forms of control? Leave your thoughts in the comments. Like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into the real stories reshaping our world. Because this is not just about Africa. This is about the future of global power. And Africa is no longer watching from the sidelines. It's stepping into the spotlight. Thanks for watching. Stay informed. Stay awake. And remember, the revolution will not be televised. It will be streamed.
Welcome to African Spotlight 24, your premier source for news and current affairs from across the continent. We're glad you're here. If you're new to our channel, please subscribe, like, and turn on notification to stay up to date with the latest news and analysis. Your support helps us reach more people. Disclaimer: the content of this video is based on credible, publicly available information and is intended for educational, analytical, and informational purposes only. African Spotlight 24 does not promote hate, violence, misinformation, or political unrest. Our goal is to deliver thoughtful insights, highlight local voices, and encourage informed conversations throughout Africa.
Let's get straight to the point. Russia, China and Burkina Faso's revolutionary leader Ibrahim Traore unite to unveil mega plans that will change Africa forever. And this is why the West is panicked. On one side was Russian President Vladimir Putin, representing a major global power with significant economic and military clout. On the other side was Chinese President Xi Jinping, leading the world's second-largest economy and an emerging powerhouse in global affairs. And in the middle stood Burkina Faso's Captain Ibrahim Traore, the young and dynamic leader of one of Africa's most influential nations. On Friday, September, a historic summit took place in Moscow, Russia, where three pivotal players came together. Security is paramount for any nation's development, and here again, the combination of Russian military prowess and Chinese technological advancements is hard to ignore. Imagine a collaborative effort that enhances Africa's defense capabilities, not just through advanced weaponry, but also through joint military exercises and intelligence sharing. This isn't about aggression. It's about deterrence and building resilient defense capacities to counter terrorism, extremism, and organized crime, thereby ensuring stability and paving the way for sustained growth. This is a serious, committed relationship built on mutual respect and a shared vision for the future. The fact that President Putin is personally involved is a testament to the importance Russia places on this partnership. This isn't just a business deal. It's a strategic move to reconfigure global alliances and create a multipolar world where Africa plays a pivotal role. It underscores the idea that unity, diversity, and mutual respect can pave the way for progress. They'll talk about military, juntas, and the need for civilian rule. It's a promise for a new era. An era of African agency, of shared prosperity, and of a multipolar world. As we stand on the precipice of this new era, one question echoes in the corridors of global power. How will the rest of the world respond? Will they stand in the face of this transformative alliance, or will they step back and grudgingly accept a new reality? Only time will tell. But here's the thing. This alliance isn't about perpetuating any particular political system. It's about progress, plain and simple. It's front and center. It's a story of resilience, unity, and a bold march towards a prosperous future. So to those who underestimate the impact of this alliance, who doubt the potential of a united Africa, I have a simple message. Watch and learn, because Africa's rise is not a fleeting moment. It's a seismic shift that will redefine the 21st century. If African nations feel that junta rule is a better path to achieving their goals, then so be it. The essence of this alliance is empowerment, the freedom to chart one's own path to development and prosperity. The alliance respects their choices. It's a model that could resonate far beyond Africa's borders, offering a template for nations to engage in the 21st century. This meeting wasn't just a diplomatic formality. It was a coming together of visions, strategies, and ambitions. This alliance sends a clear message to those who have long held sway over African affairs. Africa's population is projected to double by 2050. Its combined GDP is expected to quadruple by 2050. These aren't just numbers. They represent a demographic dividend, a surge of human capital that will significantly impact the global balance of power. By 2050, Africa could have the world's largest workforce. By 2100, it could be home to over 4 billion people. These aren't just statistics. They are a clarion call for the world to recognize, respect, and engage with a rising Africa. The days of neocolonialism are numbered. Africa is awake. It's charting its course independently, and no external force can dictate its moves. The traditional power structures are being challenged and a new world order is emerging. The seeds were sown during Xi Jinping's visit to Burkina Faso in 2018, where he pledged support for African initiatives. It's resonating deeply with the people. The younger generation of Africans, particularly those under 30, are showing unprecedented levels of interest in politics. They want a say in shaping their future, and rightly so. This new alliance offers a platform for them, a chance to be part of a narrative that puts Africa in the driver's seat. It's about control, about shaping their own destiny and leaving colonialism behind once and for all. Then came the momentum-building visit of Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov to Burkina Faso in July 2023. Now it's culminating in President Putin's presence at the Russia-Africa Summit and his private meeting with Ibrahim Traore. This is progress in motion. Both Russia and China have extensive experience in this domain, having undertaken numerous large-scale projects worldwide. It's about inclusion, about giving voice to a continent that has often been marginalized in global affairs. China's Belt and Road Initiative, for example, has left an indelible mark on global infrastructure. Similarly, Russia's engineering expertise is well established. But this is short-sighted. This alliance isn't about exclusion. This alliance represents a paradigm shift, a move away from the shackles of the past towards a future of shared prosperity, security, and growth. When these two heavyweights join forces with Traore's progressive agenda, the potential for transformative projects in Africa becomes undeniable. Imagine modern transportation networks, cutting-edge energy solutions, and state-of-the-art digital infrastructure gracing the African continent. That's the vision they are coalescing around. The main topic on the agenda: reshaping the African landscape through groundbreaking infrastructure projects, increased trade, and strategic defense partnerships. And let me tell you, the implications of this meeting are set to send ripples across the globe. With a youthful population and a growing middle class, it's an economic hub waiting to be fully tapped. Russia and China, each with their unique strengths, can help unlock this potential. Picture a thriving trade network facilitated by Russian-Chinese collaboration, opening up new markets and opportunities for African businesses. Trade. Africa is a gold mine of resources and a burgeoning marketplace. This isn't just about exporting raw materials. It's about creating value-added products within Africa itself, fostering local industries and creating jobs for the African youth. Let's start with the most tangible aspect of their collaboration: infrastructure. But hold on a minute, because there's more. And let's not forget the crucial element of defense. Some naysayers might dismiss this as mere speculation. But I'm here to tell you this is not a distant future. It's happening right now. And guess what? The opposition may try to paint this as a zero-sum game, portraying Africa as choosing one side over the other. And let's be clear, This isn't a temporary fling. This alliance isn't just a threat to traditional power structures. So, what does this mean for the rest of the world? For the skeptics, the cynics, and those who refuse to see beyond the old paradigms, consider this. In a world that's increasingly polarized, this alliance stands out as a beacon of cooperation. Now, let's address the elephant in the room. Some may decry this alliance as a setback for democracy. Here's the bottom line. What is clear, though, is that Africa's story is no longer on the sidelines. Thank you for watching this breaking news update. To continue receiving our exclusive content, please subscribe.